Yes, indeed. Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Detroit Unplugged Radio, Thursday night. Rock with a K.
Yes, sir.
It was dope, man.
Man.
Rock Gambino.
Yeah. Bars. That was a cold one. That's classic West Coast shit.
Yeah, it's got that West Coast sound to it.
That's
quite appropriate for this celebration, I'd say.
That's what I do.
Word up. I love it, man. Listen, I want to make sure we put your contacts out there to everyone in Radio Land who maybe want to network with you here moving forward. Make sure they have those details so after the show we can do that build,
cool.
that bridge making.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. See, all my stuff got messed around. Okay, I'm about to hit you with it right now.
Here we go. I need some hold music, though. We ain't got it. That's not good.
P-Rock OG. P-Rock OG on Instagram. P-Rock OG.
There it is.
That's it. And Facebook, Rock with the K. With the K.
It may take a minute on Facebook, though, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just warning you. I ain't seen my brother in a minute because, I communicate a lot on Facebook.
Yeah,
and I was like, where the hell did he go? And when he finally got back at me, he was like, yo.
Somebody was busting open pages, pretending to be me, and then I got locked out of my own shit.
Yeah.
And then they said they came with the facial recognition.
Right.
They said it wasn't me.
Yeah.
So, Facebook up in the air. So, right now on Facebook, it's Rock with the K. Instagram is PRockOG.
Damn right.
Hey.
Listen,
that's
bro,
what it is.
Thanks again for rocking with us tonight. We got one more celebration. I told you we got.
Let's get it.
Listen, this cat's coming out of Australia, man. Beatsmiff.
Hey.
We love producer editions.
Yeah.
Because you got to celebrate everything, all the weapons.
Right.
Not only the MCs, but the DJs, the producers, the engineers, the street teams, the promoters, everything. Everyone working hard under the umbrella of awesomeness.
Said Australia, huh?
Australia.
He's traveled a long way, brother.
You're damn right.
Yeah. Welcome to Detroit.
Let's get into some musicism. We got him slated for about 4 minutes from now.
So we'll listen to one more Rock Gambino track, then come back and introduce his first track.
Let's do that. Enjoy this shit. Detroit Unplugged.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Church of Hip Hop, Detroit Unplugged Radio. Here on Michigan United Broadcast, along with Rock with a K, as our special guest co-host. Back in your face this Thursday evening. Glad to have your eardrums perked right here. Listen, whenever we can celebrate producers, here at Detroit Unplugged, it's special. And over the years, we've celebrated not only MCs, DJs, but producers as well, not only in the Mitten, not here just in Detroit City, but around the world. And tonight, we're going to travel to Australia, Rock.
Let's go.
We're going to chop it up with a cat that goes by the name of Beatsmiff. And he's ultra dope. So before we bring him in, he's on the line now. But we're going to play one of the first songs that we have to showcase his career. What's the name of this first one? It's an optimistic joint, yeah?
Yes.
What's it called?
It's called Soul Searching, and it's got Melody from last night in it, too.
All of our homies are on this one. Enjoy this shit. Australian hip-hop breathes well on Detroit Unplugged. Yes, indeed. Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. This is Detroit Unplugged Radio, where hip-hop resides. And, that song was ultra fresh. Beatsmiff, this cat is coming.
That was clean.
Listen,
that was,
clean.
like
dope production.
Yeah, that was nice.
Optimistic is a dope MC.
That was nice.
Beatsmiff.
Yo.
What up, though? Welcome to Detroit Unplugged, brother.
Cheers, man. Thanks for having us. Loved hearing about this show. Good to see the whole Church of Hip Hop thing. I like to think that hip hop is my religion. I saw on the live feed, I got a couple of my day ones in there. So I've got to shout out Optimistic, JR, and my mate Shifty as well.
Yeah. And listen, bro, we're loving these Australian hip-hop celebrations here at Detroit Unplugged. We've actually celebrated Australia quite a bit over the years, but as of late, this is like our third Australian celebration in the past couple of weeks. So
yeah, well, I saw you had Melodian on yesterday and Optimistic on recently as well.
Yeah.
Melodian was on with us last night, and Optimistic last week. So
you just said
like a trifecta of Australian awesome hip hop.
Oh, good stuff, man. There's plenty of it over here.
Damn right. Well, listen, we want to celebrate your career tonight, man. We want to hear the story. You know, it's important that we celebrate the story so that, you know, moving past this evening when people are out purchasing your shit, you know, your family to them. So let's, you know, take us for a walk. We want to hear the story about how you fell in love with hip-hop, how you initially got bit by the bug.
Well, it's sort of a funny story, actually, because I used to be a metalhead. But, yeah, I sort of got introduced to Cypress Hill with a bit of their more rocky style stuff, and then I sort of drifted into the rap tracks and never looked back. So, yeah, I'm a bit younger than most of the other guys, so I sort of came up in the 2000s era. So I was brought up on a lot of the Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, D12, that era of music, even like Game and 50 Cent as well. So I had to go back and learn a bit more to get the whole 90s thing down, and yeah, working with Optimistic really gave me a chance to explore that area. But yeah, I moved over to Perth with work and met JR through a friend of us that's no longer with us, unfortunately. And yeah, through him I met Optimistic. And a few years back, I was actually going through a really rough time, and for some reason, like, I didn't know Optimistic that well, and I just had this feeling to call him. So I called him and ended up moving in with him, and slept on his floor for like 6 months, and then yeah, got back on my feet.
Yeah. Oh wait. Well, I tell you what, Optimistic's a really great guy. We talked to him on the show, man, and he's got a great character. He's got some dope spits as well, but he's a really cool cat.
Yeah, well, there's so much about that dude that, like, I'm not going to say it, but he does so much for so many people. And, yeah, like, you'd be amazed at the amount. He's just always giving and willing to give everyone a go, no matter what they've done or who they are.
Right. Yeah. You know, it's cool that you spoke about it as well. That, you know, initially you weren't really into hip hop. You were more of a metalhead. And we, you know, doing Detroit Unplugged Radio, it's a story that we hear a lot now.
Yeah.
You know, even locally here in Detroit City, some of the illest MCs came from a heavy metal background.
Right.
Yeah. Because like when I was little, my dad was into the old rock sort of stuff, so I was brought up on like AC/DC, Metallica, Pantera. And then drifted into the heavier stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, then I got into hip hop, and making beats was sort of just one of those things I was playing around with. And yeah, a couple of people from the early days said, "Hey man, that's pretty good." So I just kept at it, and yeah, now I'm here. Like I've been doing it for over 10 years now.
Damn right, man. I want to hear another song, because we got a few.
Well, that sounds like my story.
Yeah, let's go. I don't know what you're going to play.
It happens all the time, Rock. We hear our new brothers talk, and listen, it's like very similar stories.
Yeah, it's natural evolution.
And how awesome is
you
that?
You can make fun of my accent as well.
No, never that. Listen, what's great about this story is that when people hear it on Radio Land, especially our listeners here in the States, you get a chance to see that everything is relative. It doesn't matter where you're at. This love that we have for hip-hop, man, this thing really is relative, and there's no barriers, man. That's why we celebrate hip-hop all around the world, so people can see that. So moving forward, you know, we come together like Voltron, brother, like a fucking machine.
Fuck yeah, that's exactly right. Like I've travelled a couple of places, and I've always been able to find friends wherever I've gone because of hip-hop.
Because of hip-hop.
There you go.
Yep.
How awesome is that?
Music is universal.
Yeah, and great hip-hop is just, you know, our culture is so strong. Now more than ever, man. It's breathing well, and there's a lot of greatness happening within the culture moving into this new year.
Yeah, that's it.
There's been some adjustments made. Let's put it to you like that.
Right.
People are starting to realize that through unity, there's a lot of strength.
Right.
You know what I mean? Uncle Rocky and Ism, we've been loud about that shit since day one. Well, Ism not so much. But Uncle Rocky's been loud about that shit since day one.
Fuck yeah. I'll be there with you.
In any event, brother, I want to hear some music. We got some more tunage to showcase.
You got all Optimistic tracks.
We're gonna run with some
Bring
more
it on.
optimistic, if you don't mind. What's the name of this one, bro?
Ghost.
Yeah.
Ghost.
Talk about Ghost, bro.
Ghost. Well, that was an interesting one because we originally had that as another track on a different beat, but we didn't quite have the stems right. So yeah, I was just messing around with some keys and I recorded a couple of things and ended up sending it through to Optimistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really think much about it, and then I heard what was on Ghost. Now I'm like, oh shit, you did the rest of that. Like, it was a really cool track. And yeah, it was one of those tracks because his partner, Lady Lot, she's on there. She's cool as fuck, by the way. Yeah, she absolutely tore it up. I didn't even know she could rap. And yeah, that's how Ghost came about. It was really just quick, and it was a track that wasn't even going to make the album at one stage.
And here it is. Damn right. Let's rock to this one together. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Church of Hip Hop, Detroit Unplugged. Let the spirit of hip hop move you this evening. We have Beatsmiff live on Detroit Unplugged. Welcome back to the show, brother.
Thank you. Yeah, good choice with that one, actually. It wouldn't have been one that I picked, but because it was just one of those back catalogue things that turned into something bigger
That was
than
dope.
it ever planned
Listen,
to be. But
We're
yeah,
showcasing
I
your
loved it.
craft, and that beat was hot.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was pretty impressed with that, actually, because I don't know if you've worked in the studio, but sometimes you get a bit of a loop going and you don't know where to go with it. And I sort of got stuck there with the same thing, and yeah, I ended up finishing it and sending it off, and yeah, it turned out way better than I ever thought. But yeah, what else you sort of got on the cards for the next couple of things?
What else you got lined up, is it?
I got Dreams Alive.
We got Dreams Alive.
That one's dope.
Yeah.
There's one in there if you've got it. It seems to get a bit slept on. I was actually blown away when the MC actually spat the verse, because I recorded it for him the first round, and yeah, I didn't know what it was going to turn out like. But
What's
the
it called?
track's called "Until We Meet Again" by Truth. So
Oh,
if you got that one,
I don't. I just got all
Truth's another one
optimistic.
that's always looked after me. So he's a good dude. He does a lot of work with kids that are at risk, and yeah, teaches them how to write rhymes and spreads the culture of hip hop.
I'll tell you what,
And
make
also,
sure we get
yeah.
that joint. Make sure we get that music, man. We'll showcase it.
Yeah, it's heavy, that track, man.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites that I produced.
Damn right, bro. Well, we got optimistic joints, and you can't go wrong.
Yeah,
Ever.
yeah.
When you know you
Yeah,
got
yeah.
Beatsmith
He's-
making the beats
he's
and optimistic
insane.
spitting, you can't go wrong.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Have you heard of the Protectors?
Mm-mm.
It's
I have
a
not.
group with Optimistic, JR, and myself. There should be a remix of the Cellar Dwellers track that we did. Because we did a track with the Cellar Dwellers, and I ended up
Nice.
doing a remix for it that turned out pretty dope as well.
Ooh, wait. I can't wait to get educated on more of the music, man. We're certainly in our infancy of being familiar with you cats, and I'm glad that we were introduced to your sound out there in Australia. That way we can get bigger and badder,
That's
man.
wild.
We got more brothers now.
Yeah. How'd you find us anyway?
Listen, just through affiliates, man. Just usually the way it works. You know what I'm saying? I'll
that's
catch
cool,
wind
man.
of some
Yeah,
dope
so-
music, and I'll peep it out, and especially when I hear of dope music and outside the U.S. because we love to showcase it everywhere.
Well, I love it because I'm a fan more than an artist. That's the way I see it anyway. So like I've had some of the biggest rappers I've ever listened to like get in touch with me and tell me my music's dope, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Like sort of like a school kid.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
Getting all excited and shit.
It's like Christmas morning, running down the steps, seeing Santa
Yeah.
brought you a whole bunch of gifts.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was at home one evening and Optimistic and Chip Food popped around, and I just got
Nice.
home from work. I was like, what the fuck? That was cool as.
That's a cool little story within itself. I was just going to tell you, nostalgia's so big. When I'm having a bad day,
Yeah,
I just kind of let
like
my
the
brain wander back to 1993. You know, I mean, I kind of go back to
Oh, hell
'93. I got a lot of great memories, man. But the principle here is that as MCs, as DJs, as producers, you know, we acquire a lot of great memories over the years. Times that really you can use as fuel when skies are gray. If you don't mind, share with us maybe another moment in your career, of course. It could have been a live show, a cipher, an appearance, whatever. Share with us a moment that at the end of the day will always hold some kind of special place in your heart.
Well, in my very early days of being involved with the hip hop sort of thing, another guy I work with, JR, he's been one of my best mates for a very long time now. He asked me to be his hype man for one of his shows, and I'd never been on stage before, and it was for an M Phases show. You probably heard of M Phases. It was just at this local sort of pub, and it was fucking huge. Like, the crowd was enormous, and yeah, I was up there just doing backup vocals.
Yeah.
In front of, like, the biggest crowd I've ever performed in front of, still to this day. And yeah, that was the first time ever. So just doing that and being involved with something like that is something I'll never forget.
Nice. Thanks for sharing that, brother.
Cheers, man.
Listen, bro, you know, we hope that we introduce your craft and your sound to a lot of listeners here, not only in the States, but, you know, to our global family as well. I want to make sure they know what's popping and what's coming up here in the new year, in the coming months. Let us really know what's on the radar. You know, let us know what we can look forward to coming from you, Beatsmiff, and everyone under your umbrella here in the new year.
Well, yeah, the Protectors I mentioned earlier, we've got an album ready to release soon. It's a bit of a more organic project between JR, Optimistic, and myself. And, yeah, we just wanted to go for that really just natural hip-hop sound that you used to get in the 90s. Like, not many producers, not overproducing, not cleaning things up. And, yeah, it's turning out really good. Like, it's probably one of the best albums I've had anything to do with.
Oh, wait.
And, yeah, I actually rap on a couple of tracks, so...
Wow.
It's
Oh shit!
yeah,
they inspired him to MC.
Yeah, well, they kept pushing me because I used to suck at rapping. I probably still do, but no, they keep pushing me, and it's good fun. That's what it's all about. Like, I just want to do music with my mates, and that's what it is to me. I don't care about the money or people liking my music or sharing it. If someone likes it, that's great. But yeah, I'll do it regardless.
That's what we say, and you know, that's how we are here at Detroit Unplugged. When you know, you got to do things for the right reasons. You know, if you're meant to do this shit, there's going to be a time and place to become monetary. That's going to happen.
Yeah, well, hip hop's my escape from the world, like.
And it's obvious.
I don't care. That's my zone, and yeah.
Right. The integrity values are obvious, and certainly that's what needs to be respected as well. Man, we see nothing but great things coming from you, kid, and I can't wait to continue to do these Australian celebrations.
Thanks, man.
I really do.
Much appreciated.
To all your listeners and your new fans out there, make sure we give them all the specs on how they can support your every movement. Make sure you put those details out for them so they can rush out after the show and check out your whole catalog.
Yeah, will do, man.
What are those details?
Well, we've got Optimistic's recent album, Salty Waters.
Yeah.
Previously, I've worked with an artist named Truth. We did an album called Reborn. I worked with JR on an album called Such Is Life. And Optimistic's second album, Day of the Guiding Light, followed by The Shadow. I haven't worked on many albums. I don't tend to like working with people that sort of buy beats and just rap on tracks. I like to have a personal sort of connection with them. Some of my music is spread out with the Cellar Dwellers. There's a dope artist from New York called Recognize Ali. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he is insane. Yeah,
New York's so full of MCs, just like Detroit,
Yeah,
LA, Chicago. Ooh wee.
I've got some beats floating around with Boot Camp Click. Through Optimistic, I got an introduction to all those guys. Sick Flow from 100 Mad has a couple of mine. And yeah, I'm not sure if I'll hear anything out of them, but they're there. And you know how it is, you go into the studio and sometimes that's the beat that's there, so it gets recorded on.
Yeah, listen, Beatsmiff, we got MCs that chime in here at Detroit Unplugged all night long. Hip-hop really does reside here. If anyone out there in Radio Land wants to network with you, what are your social medias? Or what are your one-stop shop websites or anything where they can support you?
Just my Facebook, really. I've got Loftwah The Beatsmiff. It's a Facebook page. And I've also got a YouTube channel that you guys have the link for. But and that's just Loftwah The Beatsmiff as well. And I've just got a playlist of all the stuff that I produce. So when I put up something new, then it'll be there. I don't like to overdo it or oversell. So wherever you find Optimistic, JR, or Truth, you'll find me not far behind it.
Damn right, bro. Listen, we hope to talk to you again soon. Again, we want to celebrate the whole movement, so anything we can do, holler at your boy. Rock, you got anything for him?
Yeah, man.
He's just a humble cat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Humble cat. Dope music.
Cheers, man. Well, yeah, if I find myself over that way, which I will, hopefully in the near future, I'll make sure I hit you guys up.
Yeah.
Yeah, come to the States.
Yeah, I think you're due for a trip to Detroit.
Yeah, man. Sounds good.
And listen, you make sure you tune in when we do our live halftime Vegemite eating session. When me and Ism crack open a jar of Vegemite and smear it on some buttered toast. Oh, we're gonna do it.
Yeah, that's good, man. Yeah.
What do you think of
sure
that?
You blaze up first, and you'll be good.
Yeah,
I love Vegemite toast.
You're gonna laugh at us. I know Optimistic's gonna laugh his balls off. He was already laughing
I'll
talking
win that
about
challenge. I love Vegemite, man. Yeah.
Well, listen, you gotta understand. We have no fucking idea anything about Vegemite. We don't know about this, bro. We know stories. That's it. It's a salty little spread.
Go easy at first, otherwise you'll wreck it.
That's what he told me last night. He was like, listen, Uncle Rocky, whatever you do, don't put too much on there. He said, put a little butter on the toast and just a light little coating of it. See, Ism just was going to go balls to the wall.
First, you'll never get the taste for it if you do it too much. You got to go easy, and you'll get what we're talking about.
Well, we're gonna do it.
We're doing
It's already on the. We're waiting for it to arrive in the mail.
Well, yeah, I'll be watching.
We'll probably make a flyer for it. It'll be a halftime Vegemite eating session. Uncle Rocky and Ism trying Vegemite here on Detroit Unplugged Radio.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch that.
Hell yeah.
My brother, listen, it's been a spectacular chat with you, man. You're a great dude. I'm glad you're our new brother, and continue to do what you're doing, man. Anything you need, just holler at Uncle Rocky and Ism, my friend.
Watch out for them drop bears.
Yeah,
and watch out for those drop bears. For the love of baby Jesus, don't get attacked by any drop bears.
Everything will kill you over here. you just walk outside.
Listen, I heard the spiders out there. On a side note, before we part ways, I heard the spiders out there are like tarantulas.
We seen it. Remember on
it's the little ones you got to watch out. A friend of mine lost his finger from one last year.
You got to be kidding me.
So no.
And listen, you can't fuck with kangaroos. They're mean too. You fuck around with a kangaroo, you're gonna get your ass whooped.
That's it.
Damn right. Well, listen, be well. We wish you the best in 2019, man, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
All right. Cheers for having me, man.
Beatsmiff, one love to you.
All right. Catch up.
Damn right. There it is. Detroit to Australia.
Man.
That's the name of the game, ladies and gentlemen.
International.
Uplifting each other on an international level, on a global scale. When we get that kind of unification, can you imagine in 2019 into 2020 what kind of fucking buzz we're gonna have in the name of hip hop? Me and Ism don't give a shit. We're gonna abrasively walk forward on the front lines until they lower our bodies into the fucking ground. That's the only things that's gonna shut me up. It's because of music like this, artists like this, producers like Beatsmiff,
Yeah.
MCs like Brother Lynch Hung.
Yeah.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Let's reflect with a song if you don't mind. Ism, what do you got?
Let's hear another optimistic track.
Let's do that. Enjoy this. Detroit Unplugged.
There's a road to failure. There's a road to the prize.